All right, we are live. Littleton versus Boulder. I think this is round 4 for this year. We've gone 0-3 against these guys. I think our closest matchup has been losing 6-9. We've had a 4-0, and I can't remember the third here. Boulder's off to a quick start. Remember, this is a team of all 2013, so this whole team is a year older than our boys, and we'll see how they take them on. Clarkson's line out with Brow and Larson. Ian Ferguson on camera. Boulder against the boards, trying to get a quick fast break here. Larson man on man into the corner. Clarkson in to help out. Boulder comes out with it, takes a swing at it. Brody's gonna have to get a hand, knocks the puck out. Clarkson's got a little bit of space. Let's see if he can get it up to Danielson. Oh, tries to skate it through. Boulders picks it up, gonna take it into the zone. Danielson has it and able to get it out of the zone up to Roberts. Roberts chasing it down. Boulder picks it back up. Danielson back to Kelly. Kelly up the boards to Becker. Becker chasing it down into the offensive zone. Becker able to push a turnover, gets it over to, just can't hold on to it. Boulder with another outlet to the neutral ice off a skate into the defensive zone. Boulder picks up the puck again. Boulder has it, quick shot. Broadhurst for the block. Broadhurst up the boards and all the way down. Nice play, and it will be an icing. The refs, or the coaches, were calling that it may have touched somebody. All right, we've got Hamill and Highland on defense with Crawford's line. Boulder wins the faceoff. Shot from the point. Nice save by Brody, just gobbling it up, not allowing a rebound. Boulder right off the bat rushing the goalie on those shots, so the defense is gonna have to clear the puck in front of the net, or clear the people in front of the net aggressively today. Boulder wins another faceoff, back over to a partner from the shot, into the slot. Highland picks it up, nice work. Highland chips it off the boards, down, and it's going to create a foot race, 2-on-1. Let's see what they can do. Boulder comes out with it. There's going to be a foot race. Stees gets him. Nice play. Oh, Stees with a head of steam is able to take down the Boulder player. You know, we don't have a lot of good penalties. That one was a good penalty. Now, I don't think they're going to call. Yeah, Hamill was in front of him, so it's not going to be calling a penalty shot. But outstanding play by Stees. And we'll take those penalties all day long. Great work by Brody, though, to make sure that we kept the puck out of the net, and Highland and Hamill back there to pick up the rebound. All right, power play for Boulder. We've got Becker and Clarkson with Brow and Liam. Littleton not able to clear, but now we've got it. Send it all the way down. Boulder goalie plays it up into the neutral zone. Good work by Becker trying to break it up. Boulder's now going to skate it in or shoot it into the offensive zone. Larson in to chase it down around the boards. Boulder picks it up, top of the circle, shoots low for a rebound. Actually, a really nice shot, and Brody was able to kick it aside. Becker now to pick it up. Brow now has it. Brow shoots it high and off the boards to avoid the icing. Nice job by Brow. Boulder picks it up in the neutral ice. Carrying it into the offensive zone. Waldron chasing him down. Brow one-on-one in the corner, over to Larson. Larson around the boards. Defense picks it up. Larson in to knock it all the way down, or nope, that was Broadhurst. Boulder coming back on strong again. Broadhurst chips it up the boards to Roberts. Boulder comes back out with it on the boards, skating it through. Oh, just shoots it wide of Brody. Boulder able to put it back into the zone. Waldron now chipping it into the zone, gets a quick change. We've got Broadhurst Kelly on defense. Boulder with a long pass, can't hold on to it. Broadhurst picks it up, crosses center ice, chips it back into the zone. I think we've got Graham in the corner over there with Boulder taking on Kelly and Broadhurst. Nice work by Broadhurst to take the body but not pull out a penalty. Outstanding defense. Nice. Crawford has it now, chipping it into the zone. There'll be a quick change. Defense change. Most forwards change now. Hamill and Highland back on points. Long pass up. Good way to get back by Roberts to help out. Highland now into the corner. Highland and Krebs. Oh, Hamill now to push up. Hamill in front of the net. Intercepts the pass. Chips it out. Stees has got a little bit of room here. Let's see if he can do something with it. Crosses. Shoots it around the boards. Boulder's going to pick it up. And Littleton can't keep it in. Hamill picks up the puck. Nice pass over to Krebs. Hamill back up with it. Hamill to put it into the zone. Gonna go and get a change, and we've still got Roberts, Krebs, and Stees out there. Boulder now trying to skate it all the way through everyone. JP one-on-one on JP, gets a shot off. JP picks up the rebound, chips it over to Roberts. Roberts has a little bit of daylight, and Boulder is putting on the pressure. They are fast, aggressive, and definitely in control right now. Boulder picks it back up. Oh, Clarkson takes the body, no call. That's good. Boulder carrying it into the corner, almost finds a man in the slot. Awesome job by Waldron. Waldron draws a penalty, and there's the whistle. So now we'll be testing Littleton's power play, and let's see if we can convert something here. By the way, for those of you who didn't hear yesterday, a little bit of an accident in the locker room where Waldron got stepped on by a skate and ended up getting stitches here at the rink, and I think played the whole third period. Tried to get out for the second. We couldn't get a medical professional there in time, but big thanks to Scott Kelly. I think some strings were pulled, and we got Waldron right back out there. Big tough kid though to be out there after some stitches and play immediately. All right, power play. Clarkson's pass gets intercepted. Boulder's gonna carry it out, fires it into the zone. Danielson in there to pick it up. He's gonna have some pressure on him, plays it out though, and Larson picks it up, skates through, has two men, now three on three, back up high to Clarkson. Clarkson has time. Oh, Clarkson in the slot, fires it, and was it off the, it was off the board glove, right? Off the goalie or off the post? Oh, off the crossbar. Unbelievable. What a great shot, great setup of a play. Awesome work by Larson getting in there. Brow shot from the point. Goalie has some trouble with it. Nice scoring opportunity right off the bat there. All right, 0-0, 6:54 left in the first, 41 seconds left on the power play here. Sticking with Clarkson, Brow, and Larson. Hard to tell who won that one, but Boulder's putting pressure on the neutral zone. Up along the boards, Waldron comes out with it. I think they're calling a hand pass. Hand pass in the neutral zone, I think, by Littleton. All right. Sticking with Clarkson's line, Brow and Larson, 34 seconds left in the period. Back to JP. JP off the boards to Waldron. Waldron picks it up over to Clarkson. Clarkson can't get a handle on it. Boulder able to get it out of the zone. Brow's going to make a quick move on the blue line. Skates it in over to Danielson. Danielson back to Brow. Brow is going to find, looks for Waldron. Into the corner. Waldron comes out with it. Waldron's going to pass to Clarkson. Clarkson back to JP, and JP fires it low. Larson picks up the rebound, tries to find Clarkson in the slot. Clarkson gets a shot on, but just had a lot of pressure there. Line change with Broadhurst, Kelly, and Roberts' line out there right now with Ferguson and Becker. 6:04 left, and Boulder was able to kill the penalty. I'd say 2 good scoring chances for Littleton in that minute and a half. Boulder picks up the puck, looking for a breakout. Plays it high, can't hold on to it. Broadhurst picks it up. Nice backhand sauce over to Kelly, Becker back to Kelly. Boulder skates through it. Broadhurst there to help out. Broadhurst quick move behind the net, buys a little time. Back over to Becker. Becker puts it down in the middle. Broadhurst there to pick it up, plays it over to Roberts. Nice spin by Roberts, plays it far corner for Ferguson. Ferguson in a foot race, can't get there. Broadhurst back over to Roberts. Good heads up by Broadhurst there. And Roberts gets a slashing. That's gonna still saying we haven't touched it yet. There we go. These are the penalties that are going to hurt us. We gotta cut down on the slash penalties. We'll go a man down for minute 30, 4:58 left in the first. Still a 0-0 game. We've got Broadhurst, Kelly, looks like Stees and Becker. Boulder has control of the puck high in their zone. They've got all 3 guys pretty high up on the offensive zone. Starting to move lower, find a man in the slot, can't keep a hold on it. Stees puts it around the boards. Boulder able to regroup. Over into the slot, back. Instead of shooting, Boulder had a chance and plays it back to the point. Nobody was there, so Boulder's going to have to regroup. Boulder over in the neutral zone. They're going to get into our offensive zone. Let's see how they reset here. Broadhurst able to keep it in the corner. Boulder comes in hot on Kelly. Kelly and Broadhurst there to help out. Nice work. Boulder partner to partner. Back to each other. Hard shot from the point. Brody, good save by Brody. And Boulder fires another shot high. Looks like a high sticking. That one's going to go all the way down, which is going to be nice. 3:44 left in the first, 17 seconds left in the penalty kill. And solid pressure by Boulder, but great work by Littleton, and especially great work by Brody there in between the pipes. All right. Brow and Larson with Ferguson and Crawford. Boulder puts it all the way down. Going to be an icing. Even strength, 3:26 left in the first. Nice penalty kill by Littleton there. All right. Crawford line with Ferguson and Krebs. Boulder's going to play it up. Nice play by Liam. Good use of the body with no penalty. Crawford's going to skate it out. Blind pass, though. Nobody to pass to. And looks like Boulder's going to be in the box again for playing the body on Crawford on the neutral ice there. So Littleton's back on power play. It's going to be all the way down in the other direction. I'm not sure why the ref called it into our zone. Looks like they're correcting that now, and they'll run it down into the offensive zone. Back to Clarkson, Brow, and Larson with Waldron and Danielson. Yeah, this, just like Ian said, first goal is going to be an important goal in this game. Minute 30 on our power play, 3:01 left in the period. Clarkson back to Brow. Brow over to Larson. Larson shoots at to the goalie. Over to Waldron. Waldron back to Larson. Boulder blocks the pass, able to get it out of the zone. JP's going to be back there to regroup. JP is going to start to skate up the middle of the ice. 3 guys in the zone and not able to skate through them. Boulder picks up, Clarkson regains control of the puck. Brow over to Larson. Larson over to Brow. Low shot from the point for Brow. Goalie able to get rid of it. Boulder pushes Larson out of the zone. JP back to help out. Clarkson now has a bunch of room. Clarkson a bunch of time. Shoots about half height on the far post. Goalie's able to board glove it down. And Boulder 16 seconds left on the penalty kill. Once again, Littleton had their chances there, and a successful kill by 1 second left in the penalty. I was going to say a successful kill by Boulder. 1:31 left in the period. Boulder wins the draw. Back to Kelly and to Kelly to pick it up. Broadhurst chips it up. Boulder intercepts. Boulder has the puck. Boulder and Broadhurst. Crawford now in to help out. Boulder's got 2. Boulder, good body by Broadhurst there. I think Littleton got away with another trip. Nice work by Broadhurst. Becker now has a little bit of time, just gets it out of the zone. 48 seconds. Becker's got a little bit of time here. One-on-one, Boulder player picks him up. Wait a minute. What was the whistle there? Okay, so a high stick. Not the call I was expecting on the play, but I missed that one. So high stick on Boulder with 23 seconds left. He'll serve a minute and a half. That'll give us about a minute in the second period with a man up. And Boulder able to clear the puck. Kelly in the foot race for it, 12 seconds. Still a 0-0 game, 12 seconds left, minute 19 left in the power play. Boulder up the boards and are able to get it out of the zone. One-on-one with Broadhurst. Other Littleton players coming back to help out. Great work by Ferguson. And that's the end of the period. So good hustle back by Ferguson to help out on the one-on-one. And 1:07 left in the penalty kill or power play. And we will resume in the second. See ya. Okay, we're in the second here. 1:07 left in the power play. Clarkson, Larson, JP, Danielson, and Waldron. And here we go. Littleton wins the draw. Over to Boulder, though. Boulder plays it up the boards. Larson able to keep it in the zone. Larson looking for a pass. Boulder able to intercept. Boulder chips it up the boards, gets it out of the zone. Larson's going to regroup with Danielson. Danielson back to Larson. Larson over to JP. JP looking to Waldron. Waldron, quick pass. Can't get it over. That's an offsides. JP tried to get it over to one of them. It pretty much split the two, unfortunately. And Littleton offsides. So we'll reset here with 39 seconds left in the power play, 13:32 in the second. Still a 0-0 game. Boulder wins the draw. Looking for someone to pass to. Boulder in the neutral zone, chips it into the offensive zone. Larson in a chase for it, plays it over to Danielson. Danielson can't hold on to it. Back over to Boulder. It looks like Boulder got an offsides. but they're going to call it all the way down. So an intentional offsides. Now, when this happened yesterday, they weren't sending it all the way down. They were calling an intentional offsides with a neutral zone face-off. So a little inconsistency day to day on the same call, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Larson over to JP, just out of his reach. Over to Boulder. Clarkson in the corner. Boulder comes out with it. Boulder chips it in. Over to Brow. Brow over to Larson. Larson can't hold on to it. Over to Danielson. Danielson over to Waldron. JP off for Highlands. Boulder comes out on the neutral ice with it. Chips it into the corner. Highland picks it up. Plays it high over to Waldron. Waldron can't hold on to it. Boulder puts it back into the zone. Larson now out with it. Long pass to Clarkson. Clarkson can't hold on to it. Hamill out for Larson. Boulder plays it all the way up over to Hamill. Hamill puts it back into the corner. Boulder picks it back up. Makes a quick move. Outlet pass to the winger. Winger up to the middle. Littleton back. Highland's going to get an arm on him. Good work. Brody plays it out. Highland picks it up off the boards. Oh, just out of reach of Ferguson. And Boulder's going to play it back up the boards. Becker in to try to pick him up. It's going to turn over into a 1-on-2. Hamill back. Highland getting back. Oh, great save by Brody. Great work by Brody. Turns into a quick 2-on-1. Great hustle. Good feisty work by Highland there in front of the net. Great work by Johnson and the guys. Big rush by Boulder there. All right, Broadhurst and Kelly on D, and Crawford's line on forward. Back to, oh, nice block by Broadhurst, and Brody out in front of it. Boulder not able to get a stick. Boulder keeps it in the zone, plays it over to a winger. Good body by Kelly. Broadhurst picks it up in the slot, looking for someone to pass to. Nice pass up the middle to Krebs. Can't hold on to it. Broadhurst is going to pick it up, plays it off the boards. Up to Crawford. Crawford chips it up the boards again. Good hustle by Littleton. Stees put pressure on their point. Boulder plays it in the middle. Kelly able to pick it up. Kelly plays it behind the net. Broadhurst able to pick it up. Man tried to play the body on Broadhurst. Good work. Boulder picks it up point to point. They're going to be coming in. Good shot. Kelly and Broadhurst able to clear out. Oh! All right. So Broadhurst and Kelly cleared the man out in front of the zone cleanly. And the Boulder player took a swing at Kelly, I believe. And now they're going to call it on Littleton. Wait a minute. Okay, that one.
I mean, I know it's a weak punch, but he threw it.
That one was strange.
It was over here. It was over here.
Okay.
Stand up and I'm up to you.
All right. All right, here we are. So we got a little bit of excitement here. So we've got a really crazy call here. We've got Broadhurst and Kelly protecting Brody. The Boulder player then takes a swing, and somehow Broadhurst got called for the penalty. And we will now regroup here. So we are 10:07 in the second, 1:19 in the penalty kill. Real strange call here by the ref. All right. Boulder wins the face-off, keeps it in the zone. Littleton fighting for it in the boards. Littleton chips it out. Nice job by Ferguson. Boulder's going to regroup over their partner, but he trips up Ferguson over there to make him pay for it, and Becker. And another Boulder player goes down, and we'll have an icing. Two Boulder players caught edges there at inopportune times, but good for Littleton. We'll have a face-off in the defensive zone with 46 seconds left. Hamill and Kelly on the penalty kill, with Clarkson and Waldron. Hamill back into the corner. Boulder picks it up. Boulder goes back to the point. Hard shot from Waldron, picks it up. Boulder picks up his own rebound off the D. Waldron over to fight him. Oh, what a... Boulder all alone has a shot, but what a save by Brody. Brody gets a leg out there. There's another penalty. What was that penalty? Ref had his hand up. I don't know who. Oh, Boulder's going into the box for a minute and a half. I didn't see that one. All right. Typical Boulder game. Some excitement. Brow and Larson back out for the power play, 4-on-4, and Littleton will have a power play in 15 seconds. There's a minute and a half now on the board. Oh, Boulder's able to get it out. Larson puts it back into the zone. Boulder partner plays it all the way down. It was touched, so it won't be an icing. Larson wins the foot race. Larson plays it up, but turns it over to Boulder. Clarkson now has the puck. We are full strength. Danielson comes out, picks it up. Danielson backhand into the goalie. Boulder picks it back up. Now Boulder is on the penalty kill. Larson heads off the pass, able to skate it in, looking for someone to pass to. Up in the slot, no one there. Over to Brow. Brow with a heavy shot, and just can't convert into a goal. Brow's going to pinch into the corner. Brow comes out with it. Now Brow behind the, over to Danielson. Danielson's going to try to find someone in front of the net. Can't do it. Boulder up the boards. Larson pinches. Larson has the puck, skates it in the corner. Back to Danielson, who can't hold on to it. And now Boulder, on a one-on-one versus JP, has a solid move. And now Littleton has another penalty. I think you're going to call a slash, possibly on JP. He and the ref are talking about it on the way into the box. And an unfortunate turn there for the power play, back down to the penalty kill, or 4v4, I should say. We've got Hamill, Kelly, Stees, Ferguson. Stees gets taken down. Stees picks it back up. Ferguson's going to pick it up. Hamill into pinch. Oh, nobody there. Plays along the blue line. Kelly, over into the middle. A really dangerous play, but Stees was able to get it out. All right, let's regroup here. Kelly's going to pick it up. Has a man on him hard. Nice play up to Stees. Stees able to hold on to it, gets it out of the zone, making Boulder regroup in the neutral ice. Boulder now skates it into the offensive zone, or Littleton's defensive zone. Kelly, nice interception by Stees, and a nice play. He's in a foot race now. He's going to stand up on the blue line, looking for something to do. Great work by Stees. And Hamill in to put it into the corner. Hamill gets a change. Highland now comes back. And Broadhurst. Let's see. Boulder all alone in the slot. Becker carrying it out. Littleton on a penalty kill for now it's full strength. Nice shot all the way down the ice by Roberts, and that will be an icing. We need a break to regroup here. All right, we are back on 5-on-5. We had a penalty, they had a penalty. Looks like Boulder's actually changing goalies right now halfway through the game. That is an interesting move in a 0-0 game. Obviously predetermined to split the game for Boulder, so we've got a new goalie out there. Highland back, wins the puck along the boards. Highland one-on-one with one of their bigger, tougher players out there, playing the body. Nice work, nice work. Broadhurst gets a stick on it and creeps up to their defense. Now Broadhurst back behind the net. Highland slowing their player down. Puck is out of the zone, finally. They played along the boards. Boulder picks it back up. Skates it into our zone. Somebody gets a stick on it as they try to put the puck towards Brody. Nice work by Littleton defense here. Boulder's trying to set up, gets a shot off, hits Brody in the face. And Roberts sends it all the way down the ice for an icing. The hands up. Littleton having a tough time getting it out of our zone. Chasing the puck a little bit. Got to hand it to Boulder. Boulder's keeping their composure right now in terms of setting up in the offensive zone. Momentum's a little in their favor right now. Let's stay out of the penalty box and see if we can get a rhythm going here. All right, Clarkson's line with Larson and Brow. Larson takes the body, Clarkson in to help out. Littleton looks like it comes up with it out of the off the boards. Boulder comes out with it. On a 2-on-1 and just can't get the pass over. Foot race over to Danielson. Danielson able to chip it out. Waldron now 1-on-1. Let's see if Waldron can do something with it. Almost gets through him. Great hustle by Waldron. But Boulder comes back hard. Skates, good work by Larson slowing him down, but the player still comes out with it. Player still has the puck. Boulder still has it. JP pushes him off. Clarkson over to Danielson. Danielson has some room. These guys look tired. Let's go and get a switch, change the line here. Waldron and Danielson off. Clarkson staying on. Hamill and Kelly out. Boulder comes out with it. Boulder skating into the zone. Good work by Crawford. Hamill there to break up the play. Excellent work by Crawford getting back. Crawford up on the point. Hamill, nice pressure by Hamill. Head off the pass. They play it up the slot. Becker's out high, and Brody gobbles up the puck. Brody is having a heck of a game. And Brody's mama's a little excited here, a little tired. But Brody's having one heck of a game between the pipes so far. 3:31-0-0 in the second. We've got Hamill and Kelly, Crawford, Ferguson, and Becker. Oh! Brody again gets a hand on it. And, you know, Boulder back in every time Brody puts a hand on the puck. Boulder just keeps coming in, slashing on the hand. This is clearly an MO for these guys. Boulder wins the draw, back over to the wing. Hamill takes him out. They played along the boards. Oh, just able to keep it in. Kelly now into the corner. Hamill, into the slot. And can't do anything with it. Brody's there. A lot of action by Boulder. Hamill along the boards to Becker. Becker picks it up. Oh, into the slot. Not where we want to be. And finally, Littleton gets a hand on it and gets it down the zone. So tough run of it for Littleton. Boulder's just putting really solid pressure on the boys. We're going to have to just chip it up and get it out of our zone. Trying to pass it out of the zone to our wingers right now is just not working. And we're going to have to clear the zone, or clear the defensive zone. Over to Highland. Highland chips it up the boards. Whoa, low shot, and just hit the outside of the post. Brody went into almost a full split, and looks like we had an offsides. Shot after the whistle, but not too egregious. All right, Clarkson, Broadhurst and Highland, Waldron and Danielson. Boulder wins the draw over to a winger. Winger carries it in the zone. Clarkson picks him up. Oh, Clarkson gets leveled. No call. Broadhurst back to pick it up. Off the boards. Oh, a little bit of a screen shot from the point, and Brody tracked the shot, gloved it down. Again, Littleton having a tough time getting out of the zone. And again, good work by Brody in between the pipes. All right, we've got Roberts' line with Larson and Brow, Krebs and Stees. Boulder regains control, moving around. Oh, Stees puts a body on their big boy there. The long-haired redhead boy has really caused a problem for us. I think he had 2 goals last game. Real solid player. Stees stands him up well. And they're going to call an icing on Littleton. Face off back down in the defensive zone where we've been most of the game. Still a 0-0 game though. Second period, 1:39 in the second. A little momentum though change with that first goal would be something special for Littleton. Let's see if we can get something going here. Keeping Roberts' line out there with Larson and Brow. Stees and Boulder getting thrown out of the face-off. Brow has a little bit of time, can't flip it up out of the zone, but Krebs there to pick it up. Oh, Krebs gets leveled and trying to take it into the offensive zone. And we get a whistle. All right, 1:25 left in the first. And Littleton will go on the power play again with Brow and Larson and Clarkson Danielson and Waldron. We'll pretty much run this power play for the rest of the period. Larson able to keep it in the zone. And Boulder turns it over. Boulder's got a little bit of a step. Larson, nice stick check, or poke check. Danielson dumps it into the zone. Waldron in to chase. Boulder rips it up along glass. Brow to pick it up. Brow has a little bit of time, finds Danielson. Danielson over to Larson. Larson looks for Waldron and just couldn't convert. Clarkson over to Larson, but gets intercepted. A big player's now carrying it in, one-on-one on JP. JP, solid poke check, makes easy work of him. JP's now going to carry it down all the way in and can't get it past the goalie. 34 seconds left in the period, 40 seconds left. JP is just looked a little tired out there finally. He skates back, heads off the player, carries it all the way down, trying to get a breath in between. And they will keep this line out there with Clarkson, Larson, and JP. Larson can't hold on to it, and Boulder pushes it through. Boulder's got a 2-on-1. Oh, good hustle back by Clarkson, and they are going to get a penalty on Clarkson. This is what we're seeing. Really unfortunate. Just looks like we're playing tired out there, making a few mistakes, and those mistakes then create penalties, and we lose our power play. We got 1:30 in the box, 23 seconds left in the period, and we will be 4-on-4 for the remainder of the 23 seconds. Keeping Larson and JP, Waldron and Danielson out there. Boulder can't find their man in the slot. 10 seconds left. Boulder looking for one more run of it. Won't happen. 5 seconds now. 2 seconds, and that'll be the end of the period. And we will meet you back in the third period. All right, back to Waldron and Becker with Brow and Larson. 1 minute left in the kill. Brow over to Larson. Larson puts it in on the goalie. 45 more seconds left in the penalty kill. Waldron chips it in, and I'm not sure what happened along the boards, but they're just going to pretty much call a neutral face-off at center ice. Waldron just pushes it forward over to Boulder. Boulder chips it up the boards, can't hold on to it. Larson shoots it back at the goalie. Boulder to skate out with it. Plays it long into the neutral zone. Boulder gonna make a run for it. Boulder has some numbers, and another solid play by Brody. Brody just gobbling it up, not giving out the rebounds today. Continues to have an awesome game. 0-0. 17 seconds left in the penalty kill for Clarkson. And it's Hamill, Kelly, Becker, Ferguson. All right, 17 seconds left in the kill. Let's see what Littleton can do here. Boulder wins the draw. Finds somebody in the neutral or center ice. Hamill on him, back up to the point. Point to point. Has some time. Becker up high. Skates past Becker. Shoots and hits the post. Kelly to break him up, break up the play nicely. Littleton full strength, by the way. Becker chasing it down. Stees after him. Quick line change with Broadhurst and Highland out now. Ferguson gets a shot on that. They play it long. Broadhurst in to grab it. Broadhurst has a little bit of time looking for it. Nice pass over to Stees. Stees is going to carry it with some steam. Oh, Stees gets tripped up, shoots it into the zone. Special shout out to Christian out there. Said something we were all thinking, so we're thinking of you out there, buddy. Hopefully you're all tuned in. Puck back to Highland. Highland with a quick shot from the point. Stees in to chase after it, but Boulder comes up with it. Clarkson gets a stick on it, but can't fully intercept. Broadhurst in the corner on him. Player chips it over his stick. Highland in for the corner. Boulder comes out with it. Nice stick by Broadhurst. Oh! Nice stick, poke check by Broadhurst. And puck goes back to the point. And just a laser from the point. Top left-hand corner, just under the crossbar. 1-0 game. Boulder strikes first. All right. 1-0 in the third. 11:26 left in the period. Brow, Larson, Clarkson's line. Littleton playing a hard-fought game here. This Boulder team, the whole team is a group of 2013s. Oh, nice long pass to Clarkson. Clarkson has Danielson and shoots wide. Boulder picks it up. Nice back check by Waldron, and Brow is there. Brow plays it behind the boards over to Waldron. Waldron can't hold on to it. Boulder picks it back up. Boulder passes wide. Boulder plays back to their D. And Clarkson in the corner to help out. Plays it over to Brow. Brow fires it up high and out of the zone. Boulder picks it up and regroups back into our zone. Brow tries to play it over to Danielson. Clarkson picks up the puck, can't get it going. Becker knocks it down out of the air. Becker now pushes it forward, tries to find Krebs and can't get it there. Boulder's got a little head of steam here, carrying it across the neutral zone on Brow and Larson. Gets a nice low shot in on Brody. Brody eats it up. Man all left, all alone in the slot. Littleton looks tired. Man is all alone in the slot, and I think, as Dave Clarkson would call it, a little bit of puck watching at the end there, and they find an open man, and nothing Brody can do on that shot. I think his parents were coaching him to stay up, but even if he stayed up, that is a rocket from point blank right under the crossbar. So let's see if we can get something going. Kelly and Hamill out there with Stees. Kelly into the corner. Kelly gets hit from behind, still fighting for it. Nice hustle. Hamill now in the slot. Nice pass. Oh. All right. A little when it rains, it pours. So 3-0 Boulder. And just found a man. Boulder's putting a ton of pressure down low. Gets the rebound right into Boulder's stick, and pretty much a wide open shot there. Now Aiden and Danny are talking to the ref. I'm not sure what about. All right, 3-0. Tough start to the third period. Let's see if the boys can get something going here. Clarkson, Waldron, and Danielson with Hamill and Kelly. Player already skates hard in. Hamill deflects the shot. Player goes down, Hamill into the corner. Nice interception by Danielson. Danielson with a little poke to get it out of the zone. Hamill to chase after him. Boulder picks it back up. Oh, just puck bounces over Hamill's stick. Kelly back. Nice play by Kelly and Danielson to clear out in front of Brody. Nice hustle nice work. Little unsightly bounce there that went Boulder's way. All right, Boulder up 3-0, 9:12 left. Let's see if we can slow this momentum down. Nice play by Highland. Highland up the boards to Waldron. Waldron, the Boulder player tried to level Waldron, but Waldron's going to skate off. I think something happened to his chin. But he got stood up on the blue line. Oh, awesome D by Broadhurst. Broadhurst just takes the body on probably their most lethal player out there, and excellent work, and just takes the player right out. And then there was a penalty. I don't think it was a retaliation on Broadhurst, against Broadhurst, a retaliation of that player on Broadhurst when he took the body. So I don't know where their penalty came from. Yeah, it was from somebody else, but excellent defense. All right, back with Lars. Oh, Broadhurst is staying out with Highland. .130 now for the penalty kick or power play, and we've got Broadhurst and Kelly out there, Crawford and Ferguson and Becker. So we've got and Broadhurst chips it in. The refs the coaches are looking for a call on Becker for the slash. Oh, nice play. Crawford tries to find Ferguson in the slot. Boulder plays it over their own boards. Coaches are still frustrated with what they think is a no call on Becker's slash. Aiden talking to Becker about the slash as well. I think we got away with one there. All right, Kelly's going to keep it in the zone. Oh, Boulder's able to get it out. Broadhurst has it back. Broadhurst flips it up. Boulder player just kicks it out of the air. Broadhurst now has some pressure. Boulder player goes down. Kelly now to pick it up. Kelly looking for somebody to pass to, over to Ferguson. Ferguson puts good pressure on. Oh, and Becker, unfortunately, offside by a mile there. That is unfortunate. All right. Power play still by Littleton. Let's see if we can get something going. Clarkson, Brow, Larson, Waldron, Danielson. Danielson over to Brow. Brow is going to skate it back into the zone. Brow's going to carry it all the way in. Fires and hits the post. Nice effort by Brow. Brow looked a little fresh coming off the bench there. I think that's the benefit of giving these guys a little bit of rest. Nice work by Brow. Eric Johnson just called out the goalie kissing the post, saying thank you. Oh, very strange. Another change, so I think, are they switching once every period? I didn't notice. So they just switched the goalie again on a, they're playing a shutout, and this is at least their second chance of putting in a new goalie. Clarkson in with a stick on the goalie. I'd say right at the whistle. I wouldn't call it after. And certainly Boulder.
They called us for that.
Yeah, let's see. No penalty doors are opening, so a little excitement after the goal there, and they're going to let the boys play. Oh no, they do have somebody in there.
No, that's the old one.
Oh no, that's the old one. So they didn't put anyone in. Letting the boys play a little rough.
Got a penalty for that same thing.
Clarkson. Brown now making a move, carrying it. Tries to find Danielson, I think. Boulder just put a man out of the box and tried a quick cherry pick. Now Boulder carrying it into our zone. Waldron on the man, Clarkson over to pick up the puck. And tries to find Danielson. Danielson can't come down with it. Waldron's there to pick it up. Oh, nice shot by Waldron. Nice shot by Waldron. And into the goalie. And good save by the goalie. Doesn't give up a rebound there. We had some good players to pick it up if they did. All right, Highland and Broadhurst with Roberts, Stees, and Krebs. Roberts over to Krebs. Krebs puts it into the zone. Roberts with a head of steam. Oh, just can't get a stick on it. And Stees almost there to intercept the puck. Boulder playing it out of the zone. Roberts heads it off. Good hustle by Roberts. Good little head of steam out there. Plays it over to Highland. Great pass from Highland over to Krebs. Krebs can't hang on to it. Broadhurst presses. Oh, good pass over to Stees. Broadhurst probably could have carried it in too. Good, nice work. Highland pinches. Boulder comes out with it. Finds a far man. Broadhurst on a foot race. And good work by Littleton, especially Brody, just chipping that puck over. Oh, the player. So their player heads Krebs off by taking his body. When he does that, Krebs then wraps his arm around him and hauls him down. So probably would argue, would argue that if we didn't wrap an arm around him, they may have gotten the penalty. But they're only calling one on that one, and it's going to be on us. So we are a man down again. We've got Highland and Broadhurst out there with Clarkson and Becker. All right, Boulder carrying it into the zone. Becker, real dangerous again, almost came out with a slash. Parents are calling for that play, or that whistle, didn't happen. Oh, finds a man in front of the slot. Good hustle by Broadhurst. Broadhurst gets pulled down by the player. Still a no call. Nice reserve by Broadhurst. So Broadhurst plays into the player, and then the player just drags Broadhurst down from behind. And the ref talked to the player, but no call. Kind of seems like what's gone on throughout the day today. All right, Hamill and Kelly out there with Crawford's line. Oh, and Hamill up to Waldron. Waldron's going to carry it out with a head of steam. Crawford in to help him out. Waldron puts it in the middle, but no one's there. Hamill's going to pick up the loose puck here. Up the boards. And they're waving it off. Crawford chasing after him all the way up the boards to Boulder. Waldron, great back check, and Crawford. Boulder's got a little bit of time in the slot. Jeez, so, looks like we just got stuck down low. Boulder had a bunch of time up high. Defenseman carries it in on the blue line up to about the high circle. Lots of congestion in front of the net by bodies taking bodies, and a fire of a shot up into the top corner. Again, nothing that Brody can do with those. These are just breakdowns. Larson and Kelly on D. Larson back to Ferguson. Oh, Ferguson has Clarkson. Clarkson over to Brow. And Clarkson over to Brow, and Brow finds the bottom left-hand corner with a really nice shot. So, looked like a set play maybe. Nice solid play. All right. Littleton on the board with 3:32 left in the game. 1-4. They moved Brow up on forward, by the way, with Kelly and Larson as points. Kelly over to Clarkson. Oh, geez. So their 23 just takes out Brow along the boards. I don't think you could see it from our camera angle. clearly targeted on that one. Probably a little frustration after the last goal. Clarkson talking to the ref. All right, Kelly and Larson on the point. Brow is going to stay on D. Kelly's going to come off. Larson over to Brow. Nice low shot from Brow. A lot of bodies in front of the net. Waldron fighting for it. Puck is completely out. Two players go after Waldron. If there is a no call on this one, I mean, it's really incredible. So two players go after Waldron. And are they going to call them both? Are you kidding? They're going to take two Littleton players. Nope. Just Waldron, not Danielson. And Boulder already had a player in there. They took both of them now. Now what happened after there was the big scrum in front of the goal and everyone was swinging for it. Waldron was right out in front of the goal there and two of their players cross-checked Waldron right down to the ground and then stayed on top of him. They ended up taking Waldron and one of the players. Not a 2 and a 10 on either side, or they would have had another guy in there serving the penalty. I think they're going to call those as coincidentals, probably, but they have them both up on the board. I don't know. So it's probably going to be 5-on-4 for Littleton. All right, 3 minutes left in the third, 1:24. Yep, they're calling those penalties as coincidentals, so they took them off the board. So they're just going to put the 124, the 124 remains, which is Boulder's. We're going to put Larson and Brow, Clarkson, Roberts. We've pulled the goalie and Danielson. So we are going to go a 6-on-4 with 3 minutes left, and let's see what happens. Oh boy. And Boulder fires it all the way down and just wide. So it's kind of one of those contests in between periods at an NHL game. Pretty impressive. Quick shot all the way down the ice, misses the goal by about 6-10 inches maybe. Littleton's going to have to get control of this draw here. Clarkson on the point, Roberts in there tight. Roberts back to Brow, nice work. Brow puts it towards the goal, over to Larson. Larson tries to shoot low. Boulder with a long firing down and just goes wide. Maybe that one was a foot wide the opposite way. Boulder's player was in the slot. Flips it up. All right, we've got Crawford, Roberts, Clarkson, Brow, Larson, and Becker. All the way over to Clarkson. Clarkson shoots low. Becker in front of the goal, picks up the rebound, and gets the shot 5-hole right into 5-hole past the goalie. So we've got a little 4-2 here. Pulling the goalie early just paid off. Nice call by the coaches. Looks like they need to put Brody back in there, I would think. Looks like they're going to keep him off for a center ice face-off, which seems a little aggressive. Now they're going to put Brody off. Maybe they heard us announcing. All right, that's a safer play. So we've got Brody back in between the pipes. We've got Larson and Brow, Clarkson, Becker, and Roberts. Becker chasing after it. Boulder into the offensive zone, has an opportunity. Great save by Brody. Brody up the, or JP up the boards to Becker. Becker can't control it. Boulder along the boards. Brow into pinch. Roberts looked for Larson, couldn't get it to him. Clarkson turns it over. Clarkson has a little bit of time. Shoots low. Becker almost had a second goal there. Wide open and just couldn't get a stick on it. Now Brow back in a foot race. We've pulled the goalie again, so Littleton has 6 players off. Larson tries to carry it in. Larson gets past everybody, tries to play it out in front of the slot. Clarkson has a little bit of time. Over to Danielson. Or is that Crawford? Crawford. And they fire it all the way down, and there's the goal. All right, 5-2. 124 left. Boulder scores on the empty netter. Well-fought game by the Hawks. Kelly and Broadhurst out. Player skates through and yeah. Carries it through, 6-2. I think Littleton just frustrated, rightfully so. Fires shot high and wide. 1 minute left in the game. 6-2 Boulder. Highlands back. Partner passes over to Hamill. Hamill has time up to Stees. Boulder now carrying it in the zone on Hamill. Oh, nice. Plays it into the slot. And good work by Littleton. Puck was loose for a little longer than we wanted. Great work by defense covering it up. Great work by Brody. Brody's had a heck of a game. These goals, none of them I would say is anything that you could have done more with than he already did today. 38 seconds left in the game. Becker chasing after it. Crawford. Boulder carrying it in, Boulder up high, shoots wide. Highland and Becker. Becker has a little bit of time. He's going to try to skate it himself. Oh, no trip, no call on the trip there. Probably because there's 15 seconds left. And Becker's still down. It was a hard trip on Becker. I didn't see what happened after. The thoughts are down there with Becker. Looks like he's holding a knee. They're gonna run the clock out. Nothing good can happen with 15 seconds left. And tough game for Littleton, 6-2 loss. and we'll see you at our next game.